Today, the House of Representatives was in session, and if Congress was in session, well, then you know Marjorie Taylor Greene was making a fool of herself. During a hearing by the Homeland Security Committee on which she sits, the Georgia Republican Congresswoman berated DHS Secretary Alexander Mayorkas about fentanyl.
How long are you going to continue this outrage, complete outrage, where China is poisoning America's children, poisoning our teenagers, poisoning our young people? How long are you going to let this go on?
Congresswoman, let me assure you that we're not letting it go on. We are fighting this.
No, I reclaim my time. You're a liar.
I ask that the words be taken down.
The committee will suspend. The gentleman will state the words that he wishes to be taken down.
The gentlelady referenced the secretary and called him a liar.
Making a ruling on this, it's pretty clear that the rules state you can't impugn someone's character. Identifying or calling someone a liar is unacceptable in this committee. And I make the ruling that we strike those words.
My understanding is if words are taken down, that means that the member can no longer speak in whatever the proceeding is that those words were said.
Personal inquiry, point of personal inquiry.
There's no such thing.
Stand by just a second. In consulting the rules of the House, when we strike, it does terminate the time of the individual who is speaking. So the gentlelady is no longer recognized.
Personal inquiry, there's no such thing. Now, on one hand, it's not clear how many people saw this stunt, though you just did. Most of America doesn't spend their day watching C-SPAN. It could backfire on her in some ways. One report says the Republican chair of that committee, as you saw there, that's Chairman Greene, was furious with Marjorie Taylor Greene's behavior and plans to reprimand her. On the other hand, her engineered PR stunts are having an impact. According to a new poll from Democratic firm Navigator Research, 63% of respondents are familiar with Congresswoman Greene. That's neck and neck with the 69% who said they are familiar with the Speaker, Kevin McCarthy. With name recognition that similar in the public imagination, well, she might as well be Speaker of the House, which is not totally wrong. Greene is calling a lot of the shots, seemingly. It's not just that she's flexing her muscle. She has an incentive to be as famous as possible. Outbursts like that, because that's how she raises so much money from small dollar donations. Attention equals dollars, then that money becomes influence. This year, Greene has contributed a whopping $311,000 to helping Republicans win races, including $2,000 apiece to 18 other House Republicans, some of whom are in vulnerable districts in 2024, the ones you see on the screen right now. Those are, frontline contested districts, those swing districts, where Greene is now supporting Republican candidates with checks. She's just handed every Democratic challenger in those districts a weapon. Every one of those Democrats can run not only against their opponent, but against one of the most extremist right-wing figures imaginable, Marjorie Taylor Greene. While we've seen reporting about fissures in the Republican caucus, particularly as they try to pass legislation, which they're not that good at doing, there's one freshman Democratic lawmaker who has amassed an enormous online following by posting videos that simply give people an inside look at what actually happens behind the scenes in Congress.
When you hear some enraged member of Congress say something absurd, your first question shouldn't be, how can they possibly believe that? It should be, do we think they actually do? Because they probably don't. And for those who want to see politics look less like WWE, I will keep you posted.
The anti-Marjorie Taylor Greene, North Carolina Democratic Congressman Jeff Jackson, joins me next.